We live.
Almost. I think we're live on possibly YouTube and Twitch. We're we're about to click the action button here for our Facebook crowd too. And we are live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. What? Ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday night. You got the Cosmic King with you.
And the cosplay bay Nate.
My main man,
Kim.
Kenpachi, is out today. He's getting it in, getting his move on. So make sure you put some good wishes on him. Protect your back, bruh. But this is CnS Comics Tonight. Hello.
Hello.
Loading up. We're rocking out. It's Friday night. What's happening? What's new in your world? What's
Not a lot, actually. I'm actually okay, I lied already. Getting ready for 28 Days of Black cosplay. It's gonna be lit. I'm super excited. Honestly, Black cosplayers are the reason that I started cosplaying, so I'm just excited to be a part of it this year. Yeah.
all right? Look, I'm excited to see that too because I know you got some cool cosplays in store for us.
Mhm.
We recently saw that canary joint, which was bomb.
Thank
If you
you. I
guys,
really didn't go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you guys out there aren't following Nay
Oh
on
yeah.
Instagram at the Cosplay Bay, Nay, you are missing out. She's got like real game off the chain. So
Thank you.
I
I figured
did
it
have
out.
it mastered once, but not there it goes. Bam. Skills. That's awesome. We
Yeah.
definitely have a special guest tonight. He's not with us just yet, but we're waiting for Brandon, the hero guy Robinson, to arrive. One of the questions I have for him is how he became known as the hero guy. I want to know.
Yeah.
I need to know. I should have asked this a long time ago, but we've been acquainted for several years now. I've always followed his Instagram. He does a lot of really neat posts, and they're oriented around comic books, nerdom. He'll hit you with some anime and some manga. He is a master of the DC universe and the DCEU, which he's got some very strong feelings about what Warner Brothers should be doing and does do. I know Warner Brothers be bringing that heat, man. People get fired up over that. DC fans are pretty fired up over their film universe. Some people love it, some people hate it, but it is
Yeah.
controversial for some reason.
It is. It is. And I'm very far removed and I still hear the controversy between
Right?
those DC
Yeah, and you
films.
don't even really comic book like that, but
No,
I know
I don't
you
know.
watch the movies though, right? Sort of.
Yeah, I would say I barely watch the movies to be honest.
I love the Suicide Squad ones. I watched
Mhm,
the famed Snyder cut. Um,
mhm.
but I've never really been huge on DC. I'm not anti DC or anything like that. I'm a cosmic guy, and the cosmic scape
Yeah.
originates to me with Marvel. But I did read a couple New God comics, and I was like, okay, Kirby is Kirby wherever Kirby may be. So I love the Kirby
That's good
cosmic
to
scape.
know.
Yeah,
That's
right.
good
So if
to know.
it's
I like Kirby,
really cool characters, man. Some really
Yeah.
Dark Side is interesting. He's not as interesting as a Thanos, but he's an interesting character. I used to think Superman was lame, but I've come across some
Hmm.
Superman runs where he's a more interesting character, like he could be made more interesting. But I'll never forget that Superman video game they had where you could die. Superman could die falling
Oh,
off a building.
I thought he could fly. I don't know, man. That's
It
crazy.
was not a good video game. It's a hard to make a video game with an unbeatable hero, though, right?
Yeah, that makes sense though. Um, I don't think I've ever played any games. I'm trying to think of like the closest superhero game, or like it's probably like Super Smash Brothers.
They got
That's
they got
probably the closest.
superhero characters in there, right?
Yeah,
Like the fighting games. They used to
that's
have
probably the
the
closest.
Marvel vs. Capcom joints used to
Oh,
be
yep.
bomb.
Okay,
Like
I
those were
did play
fun
that.
fighting games. I got um I got X-Men on the original 32-bit Sega.
Nice.
There's an X-Men game. Those games are hard, man. I went back trying to play them the other day. I'm still getting my ass kicked at NBA Live by the computer on basic.
What's the disconnect you think between the games then and the games now? Like, why is the difficulty different?
Um, because they couldn't look as cool, the
Mm-hmm.
way that they made the games interesting was to make them difficult. Like back in the day, Metal Gear, Metal Gear, original Metal Gear was so hard, like so impossibly hard.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had to beat games in single sittings if you wanted to beat them. So like my brain goes to Battletoads, and there was no save. Like if you did
Oh.
not beat the game, you did not beat the game. Sometimes like Mega Man had a little code you could put in later to come back to your spot, but those original games were difficult. Like to beat
Mm.
bosses, you had to memorize the boss. It wasn't reflexes; it was brain power. Now it's reflexes. So I suck at the games now because I can't stare at the screen as hard as I used to, and I
Yeah,
don't clicky clicky as much. I need something that I can just one of those idle games. Idle game me,
that's exactly why I'm a simmer.
right? I used to play hard though, but the last time I played hard was college and Halo, and we used to have to put the TVs back to back
Oh,
because you had to actually
oh,
manually
yeah.
connect the Xboxes to play.
That's crazy.
I'm not that old though.
I would say, why are you telling?
Feeling 22. I'm having a good hair day. You know, I don't
You
know.
are, you are.
Feeling myself today. I just caught a glimpse of me in the do my little Friday wiggle for y'all. Um, we're just out here cutting up. I know one of the things that I really appreciate about Brandon is
Hmm.
his blogging for us. So he does write some of the more interesting blogs that we produce. And he covers a pretty wide range of content. Like I said, he'll hit you with some anime stuff. He'll hit you with some. He marvels too. I don't want to make it seem like he's all DC. He does do comic books in general and both the film universes, but he's a big DC fan. He got me feeling upset about the fact that we didn't get to see uh, Deathstroke versus Batman. So like now I'm like I keep thinking about that. That would have been cool. That would have been a cool fight. But check out
Yeah.
that latest article on CNSComics.com's blog, and you can catch Brandon the Hero Guy Robinson's take on a lot of really interesting stuff. You know, I write a couple of those things too, in case you want to read any of mine. They may not be as exciting, but they're there. It depends though. Some of my stuff is fun. I did write a review on Angel Cop because I was just hooked, man. It's just so violent, fast paced, and then it just left me like, what just happened? What just happened to me? I like that sometimes, you know.
You said it's on Amazon Prime, right?
On Amazon Prime, it is.
Okay. That I can do. I don't actually think I'm like wrapping stuff up, so I'm feeling pretty good about um starting some new stuff. I
What
finally
like finishing up some of your animes?
yeah, except for One
Okay.
Piece, obviously.
One Piece never ends.
Yeah, I took a pause after Act One of Wano just to kind of, I gotta refresh before I watch another um kind of like act, I
Go
guess I'll
through a
call it,
full
of One
arc.
Piece.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
They
yeah.
have
Plus, I also I'm
some of
kind of
those arcs
trying to
be
savor.
long.
They do. I'm trying to savor it though, just a little bit.
Oh man, it's so good. Like I told you, I'm rewatching, and I straight skip Foxy. Um, I mean, the first time through it was okay-ish, but it is
Mhm.
one of those sections that I'll power through. I powered through uh, Foxy Fox because the Davy back games. It was okay. It
Yeah.
was interesting, but one time I don't need to see that arc repeatedly. I don't need that section more than once. So
No, absolutely not.
feels
I'm
like
thinking,
filler now. When I look back at it, it feels like filler. But
and unfortunately, I think that people feel that way when they like when they watch One Piece. Like that's like one of the arcs that people are like, "Oh, you guys like One Piece?" Like and
but
they never got
he
past.
but Foxy has some reoccurring appearances, and
That's true.
these characters don't disappear, and who
That's true
knows
too.
what Oda is going to do in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
Maybe Chopper will marry Portia.
I'm hoping my boy Bon Clay come back. He's
Oh
not dead.
man, Bon Clay's
Bon
so
Clay's
cool,
not
Mister
dead.
Number Two, the Wax Man. I love Ivankov, man, because
Yeah.
that's just it. They've got One Piece has some really interesting and complex characters for everybody, but it does take some constitution, let's say,
Mhm.
to engage in the One Piece. It's a
Yeah.
long haul game. But don't
It
feel
is.
pressured. That's what I tell people. I'm like, don't look at the 1,010 episodes or
Right.
whatever it is now and say, "Oh my God, I've got to watch all of this." Realize that you'll One Piece will be there for you
Hmm.
for
That's
as long as
exactly
you
the
need it to
feeling.
be.
That's the
Right?
feeling.
I
That's the
switch
feeling.
off of One Piece. I watch like five other things, but then when I'm ready,
Hmm.
One Piece is always there for me to come back to. So I guess that is my comfort food anime is One Piece or rewatching Cowboy Bebop or
Yeah.
Trigun.
Right. Wow. That I don't know how many times I've seen Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo. Those are like I feel like I can't rewatch one without rewatching the other.
Sunflower Samurai,
Hmm.
man. My wife is having her first experience with the trio Mugen, Fu, and Gene,
Yeah.
so she is liking it.
Do
I
you,
figured she would like that one though because she likes Bebop and she likes
yeah.
Trigun. She was okay
Oh,
with Katakuri, but Kakaguri, is that the
I
gambling
yeah, I
one?
know what the gambling. Yeah.
Is a little
Too
too
much fan service.
hypersexual for her, and she's like, oh, it's interesting, but it gets so weird. I'm like, yes, this is
It does
anime.
get weird.
That's just a side effect of anime sometimes.
Mm,
So, but that one is really good too, though the gambling one. Like, it's interesting to make an anime, a full
yeah,
anime about gambling.
it is. Yeah, and it's like so intense. Like
They know how
it's
to
like
build some tension.
yeah, there's no physical action, but there is a lot of action.
They do those zoom ins with the beads of sweat, and you can feel. I mean, it's excellent tension building, man. They do a really good job. And they've got weird characters, like very
Yeah.
strong characters. I don't know. That's an interesting one. One that I want to go back and finish watching is The Plunderer. Have you seen this?
Oh, I haven't seen it. I've heard of it though. Heard good things.
Oh boy, the Ace of Flash. Look, man,
What
I watched a couple, but I haven't
Okay.
watched enough of it, and I want to. I don't know what made me want to go back to it. I think I accidentally caught a cutscene of something I didn't see, and I was like, "Well, that's where it goes. Well, let me go find that again." So I
Yeah.
might go hunt the Plunderer down, see what that's all about. Did you watch Super Crooks?
No, I still plan to watch Super Crooks though. That'll probably be next, honestly. Like I said, I'm trying to get through the watch
See
list
what
now because I just cleared up a lot of stuff that I was like currently watching.
I don't
So
know.
get
I
some
don't
stuff
know. I
up.
haven't seen Super Crooks either, but I've heard really good things about
Me
that.
too.
What else?
Mhm.
What else do you clear off your watch list? What else you clear off?
So I cleared off Great Pretender. It took me a while. I don't really know why. I was like only watching it when I was traveling, so I don't know. It just took me
My
forever to finish it.
travel anime.
Yeah, that was my download all on Netflix, and then while I'm on the plane, I watched Great Pretender. It was really good though, so I'm glad I finally finished it. I was
Great
watching.
OP. Great OP.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. So entertaining, and I really like the animation in Great Pretender. Their character design is
The character development I thought was also very good from a
yeah.
storytelling perspective. They really
Agreed.
did a good job of building depth with each character. They introduced them in layers, and even the
Hmm.
villains that you got in one shot really felt like complete characters. So I think
Yeah.
sometimes in anime you get like a really stock character that is you can 100% predict all that they will
Mhm.
do because they are a very stock character. And then sometimes you get really interesting takes on anime, and I like the ones that are kind of a weird blend of the slice of life. That's why I think Super Crooks would be
Yeah.
interesting to watch. But Me and Netflix ain't got back together yet. Netflix, send me a free month.
Oh yeah.
Sup?
Um, I need to I need to watch that. I really do want to. I wanted to watch it when it came out. I've kind of been on movies lately, like anime movies, because
Mm.
sometimes I really just want those
How
90
was
minutes.
Belle?
So good. Oh my gosh. I want to watch it again. I'm probably gonna buy it. Don't tell Toby. I'm probably gonna buy it. It was
I
so
won't tell on you,
cute.
but he's gonna watch this. He's gonna catch you.
He's
You
not
just
gonna watch
whispered
it
to him.
again. It had like, to not spoil, it did kind of give a Beauty and the Beast kind of vibe. So it got a little weird for a second because it was like, wow, literally, okay. But
Well,
then it,
I figured because Belle is the name of the Beauty and the Beast princess.
right,
Is it
I
not a
didn't put
Beauty
that
and the Beast
together.
story? Oh, okay.
It's just a slight moment. Like you are watching, you're like, wait, is this Beauty and the Beast? And then it like pulls it away.
Mm.
So you like think that it's gonna go this way, and then it doesn't. So it catches you like a little. I'm like, oh great, because
But it
I
hits
don't
you
want to
with that
watch.
Beauty and the Beast, and it's something that you can easily understand, and it sets you up, and then bam,
Yeah,
takes you left.
it sets you up really good. It was
Mm.
so nice though. It was the graphics, oh so good.
I've seen some
Music,
cuts. It looks really pretty. It
it
did
was really
look
nice.
beautifully animated. So, hmm.
Yeah, I can't imagine having something like that. Like I'm not gonna skip. I tell what I'm talking about. That would actually spoil. But like the the platform that the movie was based on was like really cool, and I couldn't imagine having something like that in real life.
Mm. I
It's
might,
like
I'll wait for it to come on something that I stream on. That's how I
for
roll.
sure.
I haven't been to the theater in years. I'm going to confess. I stopped going to see the movies in the theaters. Once we shut
Yeah,
everything down, like I just never went back. And now I realize that I want to eat much cheaper potato chips on the couch in like comfy clothes and hit pause when I want to go to the restroom. It really, I may never go back to the theaters. I'm that guy. I think I really like my house. So
I don't totally care for the movie theater either. That's a Toby thing, so I kind of just go
you
because he wants
roll.
to go to the
I used
movie.
to love it. There used to be like certain, like all the Star Wars that
You had
happened
to
in my
go.
lifetime. I saw them in the theaters. I saw the first Spawn movie. My older brother used to take me to all the. I was terrified of Spawn.
Really? I
Well,
was
I
too.
know, I know. It's like so lame because it's like you go back and
No,
look at it and the graphics aren't even
so
like,
bad,
oh, they're terrible. But
so
I
bad.
was so scared of Spawn. It was this burnt up, crispy look.
Yeah,
Like it was rough. It was so good though. I don't
I
know
don't
why
remember
people
his
don't.
name. Oh boy, the clown. He's the one who used to have
The
me.
Violator.
Was that his
Yo.
name? Oh my
Yes.
gosh, I gotta go back and watch
Yes.
that.
John Leguizamo killed that, bruh. Look,
Crazy.
I would love to see you talking. They remake everything. You want it? I would love for you to remake Spawn. Can
Yeah,
we get Spawn on the level? Todd McFarlane, if you feel me, brother, bring that Spawn back around for us, man.
that would be
Because
so dope in this year, like a remake
with
of
the tech
Spawn.
that you got,
Yeah,
like the cape was
exactly.
cool way back when. I can't imagine what they can do with that necro armor now.
Oh
Like
my gosh, it would be crazy. I'm
there was a
excited. I'm
Spawn
really.
video game. The video game was also fun.
Oh, you lost me a
It's
video
kind
game.
of kind of repetitive though. You just kill
Was
things
it
and
like
collect these souls, like a
okay? Yeah, that was my question. Like was
Devil
it
May
like
Cry, like a something like that.
mm-hmm.
Pretty much on that same level. Let me double check on my man here. I
Yeah.
think Brandon says he's here.
Let's see. What else am I watching? Oh, I actually like finally finished Tokyo Revengers because I wasn't done, and I like finally finished.
I've never gone back. So tell me at the end of it, because it's got a slow, it builds up. It's not wasn't a horrible build up, but it was a little bit slow to get started for me.
Yeah, it is.
Was
It is.
was the juice worth the squeeze by the time you get to the end?
Wow, I feel really indifferent about it, to be honest. I think that people really hyped up the fights and stuff, and I just didn't get that the way that it's. Maybe it was just because of all the talk, and it just didn't live up to the expectations that were
Mm,
made for me.
too much hype.
It might have been just way too much hype because I just was waiting for this moment, and it came, but it just wasn't like there, you know,
Because you knew it was coming.
because I knew it was coming. But it was good. Like I still appreciated the story because, like you said, it was a lot of build up. And once you invest in all of that, honestly, you really
You got to
just
see it through, right?
yeah, you really just want to finish it up. I will say that they left on a cliffhanger, and I think that makes me really want to. That does make me want to watch for season 2
But
because
they're
I like
coming back. They're coming back for the next season, and they had a good cliffhanger.
great, great cliffhanger. I would say
Great cliffhanger.
I'm
So
down.
is that like a clincher for you? Do you need a season to end um
Mm,
on a cliffhanger? Do you, because one of the things that I actually like, and I
mm,
know some people don't like, is the original like 26 episode run where everybody dies and the story is over.
yep,
um I'm okay with that. Everything doesn't have to do the One Piece. Like, yes, I rewatch Bebop all the time because there's no more Bebop,
yep,
but the story is finished and it feels finished, and I feel completed when I finish Bebop. I feel completed when I watch Trigun. And I have this worry that in this new age of anime,
mm,
um, no stories will ever get finished. And that is somewhat maddening. I'm invested in One Piece. Like, Oda must complete.
yeah. I really hope that that's not going to be the case because
Life
I'm the
happens.
same. I agree totally with you. I appreciate a good cliffhanger, but at the same time, when a story ends, I don't want it to keep I don't want to keep pulling at this. Like, to me it seems so forced. You can sometimes tell like nobody wants that. I'm trying to think of a good example where I really felt like this story was just dragging. But I can't think of any like animes
Off
like
the
that.
top of my head, I know if I sat down and thought about it,
Right, then I could think
I know
of
I can
something
think of
good.
some TV shows. What was
Right, TV probably a lot.
because the second seasons never hit for me on a lot of
Mm,
these television shows, and like you seem to be going in an entirely different direction. I have been watching more television shows that aren't animated. I do watch the Book of Boba Fett is good to me. I've heard people have been hating on the Book of Boba Fett, and
really?
I'm like, come on, man, like,
I haven't heard anything bad.
come on. I want to be a Tusken Raider. You know, I think they do an amazing job of world building with Star Wars. I had
Mm,
apprehensions when Disney took over. I lived through the first set of movies, which I don't think the first set of Disney movies were bad. They just weren't, didn't feel like they were for me, but that's okay. I've watched everything Star Wars. You know, maybe they'll grow on me later,
yeah,
like the Phantom Menace run did, because I still think the Attack of the Clones is a good movie, man. I don't know why people be feeling like that. These are good films. There isn't really a bad Star Wars. You just, like you were to your point about Tokyo Revengers, when you've got like a high bar,
yeah,
and I think that's what a lot of comic books are coming up against. Until I finally let go of thinking that the comic book movie was going to be the comic book, I
hmm.
used to be a little hater crybaby about all the
Oh,
movies
oh,
too. I was
you're
like,
one
well,
of
that's
those.
not what happened. And that is, but then it dawned on me that they're good stories,
Mhm.
and it's not the same story. And what if it was the same story, then I would know what was happening. Who could
Yeah,
enjoy that?
yeah.
Oh, forgive us for getting you in the chat. I am not operating with the full team tonight. We've had everybody's trying to recover and survive this season. So stay safe out there. Eat your vegetables.
Drink milk.
Have have lots of water. It's good for your skin. I think that's why I'm feeling 22 today, is I'm well hydrated.
Water is good. I saw you had a large glass.
Yes. I drink a lot
Yes.
of these in a
Drink
day.
your water.
Wait.
Water.
Yours, well, you had magic water. What's going on out there? Crack Knuckles Gaming. Thank you for tuning
Yo.
in. And to all of you guys out there on Facebook, we've got the hero guy in the chat. I'm trying to get Brandon. Click the link. Join us. He is there. But thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight.
Yeah. I'm just
And
gonna plug real quick then, since we got this
do
little
it, do it,
pause.
do it, do it.
Just want to shout out to Unique Style Code for this Habana hoodie. It's so cute. And it got silk in the
Ooh.
hood. So
Because,
adorable.
See, I love that unique. Good looking out because that cotton is not good for the hair. Thank you for lining the hoodies with the
Mm-hmm.
silk, showing some love for your peoples. I appreciate that deeply. That
Me
cotton
too.
is quite drying, you know.
Yes, and this
The
silk
silk
is
changes
perfect.
everything. God, that
Perfect.
looks so good. It looks so comfortable too.
It's so cozy. Like, oh my gosh. I got it yesterday. This is my first time putting it on. And I'm like, oh, I'm about to live in here. I'm about to live in it. And it's so cute. I really like her eyes. She did her
Yeah,
thing. Stitching
the
looks good.
plus. Oh, she's doing that by hand,
No,
or is it? Oh, I was like, oh my god.
no, but the stitching, she has to approve these things. She has some great vendors. I'm not sure who she works with, but whoever she
It
got, you need
looks
to get.
good quality.
Yeah.
Toby says, "What is everyone hyped for this year in anime?"
Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man.
I am so close to reading that manga. That's how bad I want to see this anime. Like
Okay,
I'm
all
thinking about
right.
reading it. It looks so good.
Chainsaw Man. I
Chainsaw
look that.
Man.
I actually don't have anything on. I'm not hype about anything right now, Toby. I'm
Really?
still in retro mode. I take the new ones as they come. I think I'm interested in because there's not more Attack on Titan coming, but I'm
You know
interested in
what
seeing
though?
the rest of that.
Bleach.
Bleach is supposed to be coming out, but I get that weird feeling like you remember what you were talking about
Don't
last
say
time.
it.
Sometimes, look, I hold my breath sometimes when I feel like you might have got long in the tooth with the storyline. If they come back with good writing, the characters are there. I love Bleach. I think it's
Yeah.
an excellent story. I know we talk filler.
Yeah.
I'm all right with the filler. It's okay, you know. I can as long as they all exist. But I I'm
Mhm.
excited for Bleach with a little bit of tempered excitement.
Okay. I can
I
accept
don't want
that.
to get too hype. I don't want to get too hype about anything. Yeah, the whole day.
A whole day for what?
What's the
Bleach?
plan? What's the plan for Bleach?
I don't know
What
what the
is the
date is.
date?
I know it's definitely this year though.
Boruto.
Baruto.
Brandon says he's excited for Boruto.
Interesting. I I'm sorry. I did not watch Naruto. That's actually my next plan. Once I finally I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna really
Can
wait for.
one do Naruto and One Piece at the
That's
same
why I'm
time?
saying. Literally, that's where I'm at. I'm
They are
like,
long hauls. They are both long hauls.
do I want to
Naruto is one of
finish?
those. I'll skip whole sections of Naruto. I'm sorry. I'll go right to the tuning exams and then straight to when Sasuke comes back. Like some of that stuff
That's
is
what
like
people keep
long.
saying, but I don't really want to do it because it's not like I've ever watched it, and you've watched it
Oh
before,
yeah,
right?
if you've never seen it, you should definitely watch it. But my boy used to tell me all the time, my boy Ricky, when I used to talk junk about Naruto, he was like, "You just got to get till they're grown up." And when they get grown up, when they're like
That's what I
finally
hear.
get teenagers, it does get better. But it takes a little bit to get through all the growing up. Bleach comes out in October. Toby, you're the data guy now, man. Toby will let you pull the data for us.
He really is,
Uh,
though. Honestly,
I would like
um,
to see like there was did you watch Fairy Gone on
I
Hulu?
did not. I know what you're talking about. I didn't watch it though.
I would like to see that come back with another one. Like for me, it's all the like weird one-offs that didn't return for me that I think about. The saga of Tanya the Evil. I
Mm-hmm.
really would like more of that in my life. Shield Hero.
Shield Hero. I can't wait. That's my boy
Like
now
to
for
see
me.
more of that. Nafumi is the man.
That's my boy.
Vraftalia,
That's my girl.
true waifu material,
For sure, for sure. We're gonna
right?
ignore that she started off as a child.
And grew up overnight.
It was so weird. I was like, wait, so is he her dad or what?
I don't
But
know
she like
what
loves
that's like,
him, so
right?
maybe
She
not.
loves him. Dedicated to Nafumi, man. And
That's
then,
cool.
that
That's
was
good.
that was a good one.
Who? Which one?
Edentons, deities in a peaceful world. That is one of the creepiest, most uncomfortable animes I have ever watched. It has a lot of that Ichi stuff in there that is just
Mhm.
like, uh, but it is a good, weird, interesting story. I'm interested in seeing more of that. I don't know if it will ever come back, but I would watch
Yeah.
more of that. Thousand Year Blood War arc. I would love to see that. I've read some of the manga for the Thousand Year Blood War arc for Bleach.
That's what they're gonna
Um,
do.
it's gonna be gangster. You finally get to see all the Bankais you haven't seen. How can I skip young version of Naruto? Not all of it, just until it gets to something I want to see. Sorry, Toby. I apologize. There's a lot of goofballing in Naruto. For me, I am a fan of the pervy sage. Like once we get Naruto starts getting that real training. You're right though, Toby. There's some really heartfelt moments with when they're young. No doubt. No doubt there's some real heartfelt moments. And you won't love Kakashi Sensei the way you're supposed to if you don't watch
beginning
all of the parts. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got the man. The man has hit the studio. He said he's coming out of the chat, ladies and gentlemen, and he is going to come into the studio. Brandon, I'm about to bring you into the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Brandon the Hero Guy Robinson.
It's my
Are you there? Brandon!
Get your finger off the camera.
I think he's loading in. Oye. Yeah.
Okay, we getting somewhere.
All right. There he coming in.
Finally made it.
What's up?
Hey. You have sunlight where you are.
I would say it's nice and
I know
sunny where you
talking
are.
about Bleach.
Oh, yes.
Oh, so you had to jump in here.
Brandon's on the West Coast,
like
so it's still daytime for him.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
Yeah, we have like a lot of daylight savings is still out here. So the sun is slowly going down, but a little bit of more light.
Well, it's been dark here for hours. We're on the East Coast. The sun disappears at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, I know you guys are talking about Bleach.
Oh,
thank you so much. Yeah, I noticed you guys are talking about.
Are you excited for Bleach too? You ready for it?
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it, especially with the whole return of the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. I read a little bit about that story. I think it revolves around the Quincy, since they play a part in
the Quincy, not just a Quincy, but the Quincy. Yaoichi, he's gangster.
I think it's like Uryu's race. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they play a huge part in destroying the Soul Society. So I'm really looking forward to that. That sounds like that's going to be a very intense story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've read a good portion of the 1,000-Year Blood Arc manga, and it is lit. Prepare your feelings to be hurt. Those you love will be lost. It's the world you live in.
Oh, I heard. Oh my goodness.
That's how I like it.
Right? We're not killing minor characters. We're killing major characters this round. It's going down. I like
the crowd.
Oh, I'm going to be so hyped for that. Like, man, that's like, it kind of reminds me of like the whole Justice League Apocalypse War arc where most of the characters that we knew just get killed off. Like, man, if it's on that level of hype, oh my goodness.
It's probably going to be more hype than that, honestly, because it's Bleach. But no, that Apocalypse War, that's why I still have HBO Max. DC's animated stuff is the best superhero animated stuff.
Yes.
That Apocalypse War, when you got one leg Shazam flying around fighting for his life and these doomsday parademons ripping everybody apart. It was gangster.
It was just man. I was like, I did not expect that to happen. It made Flashpoint look. It made Flashpoint look like man. It's just hard to explain. Like it was just wild.
Watching what happened to Zatanna, I was like, oh man,
that was heartbreaking. And I'm even wearing the Zatanna hoodie right now.
Oh, that he's got Zatanna on.
I even got Zatanna hoodie. And what happened to the Titans? I didn't even expect that, especially seeing Starfire just ripped in half like that. I'm like, they not playing around with this movie. They really said like stuff It's gonna
Turn
happen.
Wonder Woman into a cyborg.
What's this name? I need to watch this.
Yes.
Uh,
Uh,
Justice League
is it?
Apocalypse War.
It is on HBO
It's
Max, and it is fire.
It sounds like it. I'm gonna watch it now. That's
You
gonna be
should
my
watch
movie for
it's
all
tonight.
of the
wild.
DC animated. The
Like
Halloween
it.
ones,
Yes.
Constantine's got a joint up there. The Constantine joint was good.
Hmm.
Like,
I
their
only saw
HBO Max got
one.
some good anime.
Be good as well.
Which one?
Which
It
one?
like Doomsday. He Death of Superman. It's like pretty much like Superman versus Doomsday, but with the Justice League involved.
Mm.
And
Wait,
Doomsday
is
just
this
straight
a?
up
Isn't
annihilates
this
him.
the same one that I watched as a child? The original Death of Superman from the '90s. Just gets beaten to the ground
Oh
repeatedly.
no, this one is from the New 52 animation universe
Okay,
back in
okay. Is that on
2018.
HBO Max too?
Yep, and
Oh,
Reign
I
of
gotta peep
Superman.
that.
Yes, like Doomsday,
I
he
told you
straight
we
up
got a
dog walks him.
veritable.
mhm.
Nate, Doomsday is an interesting character. So let me ask you this: if you had to take Doomsday versus the Hulk in a fight, where's your money at? Where's your money at if the Hulk and Doomsday
Oh,
were to meet up?
my money's on Doomsday because, like, with Doomsday, each time he gets killed, he can adapt to whatever killed him. And then the Hulk, that's a tricky one because the Hulk, the madder he gets, the stronger he gets, his power increases, his strength like increases tenfold. So it can go either way with those two.
The immortal Hulk versus Doomsday would be just that would be raw.
That would
Oh,
be
this makes
insane.
me think of something else. Toby, to your point, I would like One Punch Man to come back.
Really?
Oh yes,
Yep. I
I
want
still
more
gotta catch up on that
Saitama.
anime.
That's interesting. I hear like lots of mixed reviews. I personally
Ooh,
like it, and I didn't think it was bad at all. But people were really upset about the animation there.
really?
Hmm. On season two. But you say you didn't get a chance to watch it, right, Brandon?
Oh no, I never seen Punch Man before,
Oh,
but I've
none.
heard so many
Oh,
good things about it.
I like it.
I like both seasons
Me
of One
too.
Punch Man. Like,
We're
who's
simple
you?
men.
You can't hate on Saitama. Let's just have
I
some
gotta,
fun, everybody.
yeah,
Enjoy
It's
life
hilarious.
every now and then.
like
Jeez.
I wanna watch it because like it looks so interesting.
It is. I like it.
One of my favorite things about it is the story of how One Piece came to be. It was a writer who could not
Mm.
draw, who really believed
Okay.
in his story. So he drew One Punch Man on his own, and that's why you get it looking all weak, like where he looks, because that's how the dude originally drew it. But then an artist started reading it and
Ooh.
was like, yo, I love this. And then they redid One Punch Man. And that's why you see it go into these really sharp
Yeah.
animations, but
Yeah.
they pay homage to their roots by keeping Saitama looking like a 2-year-old, like a
I love
goofball
when he
drawing. And I
draws puppy
love
face.
it.
When he
That's
gets
Yes.
a little sexy
genius.
face, I'm like,
That
yeah.
is
Good.
genius.
And it just
That,
proves that the story can. I'm a big fan of B-list movies for the same reason.
Mm.
Because if the story is good, the story is good. Imagine if, like, imagine if some of those really golden B class movies had a couple dollars behind it, the amazing
Yeah.
things that could be
yeah, I
done.
agree.
Really
Like
good
B
story.
movies are so underrated, and
Mhm.
especially the best B movies I put on my top list. Oh, it's just so many. Like I have to go with, let's say, Jurassic World. That's a good one.
Really?
Ooh.
Like, yeah, that movie caught me off guard. Like I already knew it was gonna be
That's the one
exciting.
with Chris Pratt. Those are the ones with Chris Pratt, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah. I
know that was
saw
a
the
B
first
movie.
one. I saw the first one.
yeah. The first
I
one's really
can't
good.
rank it. Can you rank a Jurassic Park, a B movie they had $1 billion to
I
spend?
thought that
When
was
I
good.
think in B
Mm.
movie, I'm talking stuff like what was my girl called? Mythica. Mythica. There
Oh,
were
I never
five
seen that one.
movies.
I don't know
Right,
what that
there were
is either.
5 movies. It is B-list gold.
Mm.
It's Mythica. If you've got Tubi, you can find it.
That's where
She
all the B
start.
movies are.
Oh God, that's why I love my Tubi, man, because it's just full of B-list gold.
I will always love B movies because Blockbuster, I lived on B movies there. We used
Mm.
to go every weekend and pick up the B movies at Blockbuster and have a whole weekend
Oh
of quote.
man, I miss Blockbuster sometimes, but I guess you can stream
Yeah.
everything. But
Yeah, Tubi.
Tubi is sort of like Blockbuster. It
It
really
really
is,
is.
man. Look, I really suggest everybody out there give Mythica a chance. There's 5 movies. I watched them all. I would watch them all again. It's really good B-list stuff. Like, and it's only B-list because the orc looks like a B-list orc. He looks like a costume you buy your kid for Halloween, and I'm okay with that. You know, I'm all right with that. But it was a good story. Mythica and the Iron Crown, Mythica, and there's like a bunch of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
You
It
may
sounds
weep.
really
You
good.
may weep sometimes because it's a good story. It's good storytelling, though. So I'm
Yeah, a lot
excited.
of these movies have a lot of interesting storytelling,
Yeah.
and it's just amazing to me that people don't really get to, you know, really give these movies a chance.
Right.
Like they can really surprise you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Because to me, it's about the story. Like the flashing lights are cool and all, but I could get by without the flashing lights and just a real good story, man. Like
Yeah,
you could tell it with
that's
sock puppets or stick figures. If the story's
Hmm.
good, it's good.
Yeah.
yeah. That's the main thing with movies, like movies, books. If you have a good, compelling story, people are going to be invested.
That's
Hmm.
right. Just like
That's like the
One Punch
main.
Man. As soon as you get somebody
Yes.
to experience it, they're going to be like, this is good stuff, man. And bam, the next thing you know, it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been seeing a lot of people with One Punch Man cosplays. So
Mm,
you like that just tells you right there that anime just got incredibly popular.
yeah.
Yes.
I've seen
Like,
some dope ones
all,
lately.
I'm glad it's
all,
popular though, because it's so much fun.
It
yeah,
is. It is really.
all it takes is that one good solid story. Next thing you know, it expands.
Yeah, I'm actually looking. To your point, I actually am looking really forward to whatever season 3 because where they ended, I feel like is a really good opportunity for a great story. Like things
Like
are about to go down.
Blast is coming back. I know it. We're
You
finally
think
gonna get
so?
to see. We got to see who this is at some point, right?
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
Blast can't forever be faceless, nameless, and gone. I've somebody said that they think Saitama is Blast and
No,
that he has lost his memory and doesn't know that he's Blast. I don't think
no,
so either. Saitama is Saitama,
Saitama. That's who he is.
and I love it. I just love the whole character dynamics with Genos and King and how everybody ends up as disciple. This it's a good. People be sleeping on One Punch Man if they don't like it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Try it again.
honestly, everybody's a critic.
This is true. That's what happens in the world of this amazing world we've created. We
Twitter,
can all be
the world of
critics,
Twitter.
like right? You
Yeah.
just tell everybody how you feel. Look, my favorite critic right now is the hero guy, Brandon Robinson. And we were wanting to ask, where
Hmm.
does the hero guy moniker come from?
That's a good question. Like the name,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
uh, I just I don't know. It just clicked to me. Like I was like, hey, this seems like a good little aspect to my to what I like to do. So I'll just put hero guy since all the other good names are taken.
I love it, man.
me too. It's
It
cool.
says it all to me, like because you really do go in. I know your most recent blog post we threw up was about Supergirl, the origins of Supergirl,
Yeah.
Kara Danvers, and I'm like, I know nothing about DC, so for me, it's very educational. Like I always like it when you tell me something about DC because I didn't DC, um,
Oh, it's all
until
good.
my
Like
older age.
I read up a bit about Kara online, and I read a few comics of her, and I figured like, I want to like write up her origin so people can know more about her, where she comes from,
Mhm.
like who she is as a character, and her background. So I decided to post on Instagram her like half of her story, since I don't know why Instagram has like a limit to how many words you can type.
Right, characters.
Yeah. So I think I want to do another one on. Let's see. Think of doing one on Natalie Irons. That's Steele's daughter. And
Ah,
yeah,
man, the
especially
Still movie was so good, man.
yeah,
Shaq Fu, I remember all of that, man. Still was good though.
yeah, it was.
That
It
was a good
really was.
movie. I forgot all about Steel, man.
Yeah,
Dang.
he's even in Superman and Lois, and he's
That's
like
the
one of the
Battle of
best
the
characters.
Supermans, right? That's where he really got to
Yeah,
shine. Like he almost ended up being the new Superman when they went for the Battle of
yeah,
Superman, right?
yeah. After he appears in Reign of Superman after Superman died fighting Doomsday, and he was like a huge fan of Superman because like Clark saves his life, and that's why he wanted to honor his memory after Superman's sacrifice. At first, like I was like, he's also part of the DC animated universe movies as well,
Mm.
like from the New 52 lineup. He appears in Throne of Atlantis. That's his first appearance in the movies, well, animated movies.
I gotta go
And
check
then
that
you see
one.
him again. Yep, and then you see him again in Death of Superman, and I believe the Reign of Superman as well. That's with like
No,
Superboy and
because
the Eradicator.
I want to read one of the Superman runs where Superman goes crazy and kills everybody, like kills all the Green Lanterns. I'm looking for a run like that. Which one should I pick up if I want to see Superman go crazy on people?
Injustice.
I was
Injustice.
gonna
Like,
say Invincible.
yep, yep. Invincible's good too.
Oh
Injustice is
boy,
like,
that one,
yeah,
Toby. That's one I'd like to see the next season
yeah,
of. I read a lot of Invincible comics.
Really?
I am on the wait for. Yeah, I want to see Thrag and Battle Beast, son. That's all I'm waiting
oh,
for.
that fight was insane.
I need to see it in the comics. It was so
That
raw,
I
Really?
was just blown away
strangling each
at
other
that
with their
fight.
entrails. They go hard, man.
I
Yeah.
Thrag
couldn't
is that
believe what I was
dude.
seeing. I can't wait till that gets animated. Oh my goodness.
Invincible
I can't
is
even
heavy
imagine
level
this getting
violent.
worse. You telling me it gets worse than what I've
What?
seen animated already?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
Oh
god.
yeah, it gets brutal.
Yo,
It gets brutal.
Invincible himself gets way worse thrashings than what his daddy gave him. Wait till Thrag and
Oh
them start pulling
god. He's
people's
still
guts
get
out.
oh no. I knew him to
Oh
be worse.
man, I couldn't believe.
Rough.
I remember when he fought Battle Beast in the first season. I was like, man,
Oh boy, I love me
like
some
when
Battle Beast.
He been
that was
getting
too funny.
yeah, no, that was crazy.
He put the
I thought
work
that was
on the
it.
boys.
I felt so bad, and like I got hyped when Invincible like really unleashed like a peak of his power and start taking out all the villains. And then when he said, "Who's next?" all you see is Battle Beast just knock him aside. I'm like, oh man, it's a wrap for him.
You a baby Viltrumite, son. You're not real enough for Battle Beast.
Mm-hmm.
And even
Battle
Omni Man wouldn't step in.
Yeah.
Well, you know, his daddy kind of asshole.
Kinda.
Yeah, I agree.
Nolan has a really interesting development arc. So you will
Okay.
eventually,
I can see
you may
that.
never forgive him, but you will accept him as the person he becomes. But you'll never forget the violence in his past. But you'll like him better than you do right now.
To
I
be
know
fair, I don't
calling
dislike
Debbie a
him.
pet was not
Yeah,
very
that was kind of
nice.
crazy.
That
But
was
Yeah.
slow.
I don't dislike him. I mean, I feel like this is who he was raised to be. This is like literally
Mhm.
the goal of his whole existence, like his whole race.
Purpose.
Exactly. So for him, he's like he went on vacation. That's what happened. He went on
Look, you
vacation.
thought you got bad whoopings growing up. Be happy you weren't raised by Viltrumites.
Because they go far beyond a whooping. Like, man,
Boy.
Right?
he
Weren't they
took
like
his
killing
own
each
son.
other? Isn't that how
Right.
they came up with just the last amount of them? Like whoever becomes
Yeah.
the warriors, they
They
kill each other
killed
off?
until there were only strong ones left. And then they were like,
Yeah.
there's not enough of us. And then they got hit by a disease and they were like, dang, we got to go conquer other worlds.
Yeah.
One
Like
of the
similar
most
to how
interesting things I think about the Viltrumites is that their seed conquers all.
Mm.
So whatever they can breed with, like he makes Oliver out of the insect people, but he looks like a Viltrumite. Like their genes are dominant every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I
Oliver,
noticed that too.
it's his little brother. Did that
Was
happen
that
in the animated
I
series?
was saying that
yet?
wasn't in there.
Damn, my bad. I told you I read a lot of the comics.
It's
but
okay. I'm like, who the hell is Oliver?
Yeah, Nolan be out there spreading his seed like a true Viltrumite
Oh my
should, man.
gosh.
Sons
So
all
he's
over
like,
the universe.
dang, what's the face daddy name?
Oh man,
You know
my
what I'm talking
boy,
about.
Baki's dad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yujiro Hanma. I love Yujiro Hanma, man. He's not a bad dad. He's not. He make you
Oh, that
tough.
sounds like a good anime.
He give you good genes.
Which
He
one? He's
beat
not a
you
bad
up.
dad.
He is a terrible father. Now they're just making babies, and then look. One of my favorite scenes in Baki is when he sees Jack Hanma, and he's like, "That body, your face,
I know
you one of my kids, ain't you? I want to fight you." I'm like, come on, man. Baki has another
Man,
season out right now. I haven't watched the new season of Baki, but I believe there's a new season of Baki that came out this year.
Yeah, I saw a couple episodes. It was pretty good.
Toby's like, Yujiro is an amazing father. Look,
Lord.
what about the scene where Baki's about to finally get the cut, right? He about to have him get him some finally. And then all of a sudden, your big scary ass daddy's standing back there like, yeah, get you some, son. Come on, dad. Chill out, man.
man. Now I gotta watch that anime too.
You should,
Such
yeah.
a
You
good
like it.
scene, man. It's such a good scene because Baki getting all intimate and stuff, and then all of a sudden in the background, you just got Yujiro with his scary looking eyes in the darkness. Like, I'm like, come on, man. Go away. Let my boy do his business out here. But he did say it's good. Do it. Do it. You'll be stronger for doing it. It makes you stronger. I'm like, damn, maybe he is a good dad. I don't know.
Maybe.
He's creepy though. The old Baki is good too, though. I like the original Baki. It goes
I
hard.
hear that a lot.
Yeah, Baki looks a lot different. It looks a lot different, but it goes hard. Baki is good, man. What's the one that's just like Baki? King Ganashura?
Oh, I didn't watch, but I know what you're talking about.
I only saw the first season. It was pretty solid. What about movie wise? I know Brandon, I know you got your eye on the Aquaman standalone that's coming out.
Yes.
Is
Wait, what are you about to say?
Is that on the top of your list for movies coming out? Is that?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Aquaman too. In fact, one of my friends is playing in that movie. Yahya Abdul-Mateen. He's playing Black Manta.
What?
That is
dope.
Look, Black Manta is dope, and he was good in the first one. It's the same dude.
Yeah.
That dude was awesome in the first one. See, Brandon out there on the West Coast, he sees the famous people.
Yeah.
Yeah, like with Black Manta, I think this movie it will mostly focus around him and Arthur this time, since we didn't really get to see Black Manta that much in the last movie.
Right, like, so Arthur can really be lined up with his comic book villain because that's his actual comic book foe a lot of the times there.
Yeah, we'll really get to see Black Manta cut loose in the sequel, and we'll see Orm again too, as well. Okay. And from what I heard, this will probably be James Wan's last movie since he doesn't really do trilogies.
Oh.
So do you think Aquaman probably won't come back in another standalone? It'd be like woven back into another Justice League run? Like,
he'll probably be back for a third movie, but it'll probably be by a different director.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the first Aquaman film. Yeah. I like Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I think he plays a great Aquaman. I like the classic suit. It had a good vibe. I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah, and I really like the story to it as well as the costumes and like the environment, because it really gave us the full world of Aquaman.
Yeah,
and I love the Atlantean technology, man. Like I'm a mech guy. I love some mechs.
Oh yes,
the Atlanteans had some good tech, man.
Yeah, they had some really good tech, and I like the. Yeah, I really like all the 5 kingdoms. I like especially the kingdom of Brine, the last kingdom that Orm tried to take over. They wasn't having it. Mm-hmm. I was just like, man, like you see how all the other kingdoms just backed down and just sided with Orm. Brine was like, nah, sorry, bro, it ain't happening over here.
Fight it to the end. That's not how we roll.
He said you're gonna have to earn this beat down. I was like, that's a kingdom. That really got me hyped.
I gotta ask, because you're like the guru as far as the comic books go, and not the film universes. Favorite superhero character?
Oh, that's like from Marvel or DC or just in general.
You can choose. You can be Image, so you could pick up Spawn in them. Valiant, so you could run with the Harbingers or Ray. Anywhere in the comic book universes.
For me, it's definitely, let's see, for Image, definitely Invincible. Marvel would be. Oh, this is a tricky one because it's so many. I think I will have to go with. Let's see, Wolverine
Okay,
and
all right.
DC. Oh, it's like two in DC that I like. Titans is like Beast Boy. That's like the
Okay.
main one. And then for the JL team, Vixen.
Oh, nobody ever calls out Vixen, one of the OG
Yeah,
black characters, but Vixen
yeah,
is badass, man.
yes. She's done so many feats that like a lot of people don't know about. Like even in like and what I liked about the DC animated universe, particularly Justice League Unlimited, is how Vixen plays a huge part in certain episodes, especially in season 2, where she helps Hawk Girl and Black Canary fight Wonder Woman along with the other female Justice League members, and Vixen really held her own in that episode. I
How
was
they
just
fighting
surprised.
Wonder Woman? I need to figure out why that happened. What did Diana go crazy and start cutting people's heads off again? Because she
Like
does that sometimes. She
like she got captured and then got brainwashed in a metahuman fighting ring.
she was doing gladiator stuff. No, you don't want to see
Yeah,
Diana in the gladiator ring. There's some
and
versions of Diana that are savage.
yes, like the Flashpoint version of Diana. That to me, I think that's like the most savage version of Wonder Woman. Like she literally kills a 10-year-old in that movie. Billy Batson.
Oh, look at poor Nate. She's like, not Wonder Woman. Yes, there are some times where Wonder Woman
There,
just starts cutting people's heads off, man. I'm
woo,
not
Lord,
joking.
I was
Like,
just
she rough.
like how
Slicing
she
up
does Billy
cheese.
is just one. I was saying the same thing. Like she just. I was like, I can't believe she killed a 10-year-old. Like this is crazy. I'm like, oh my
Shock
god.
yo system. Okay, I got
And
one more for you because we're winding down. We got like a few minutes left. But if you've got favorite superheroes, now you only get one pick here. All-time favorite comic book villain.
oh, okay, this is a tough. Oh man, which
I
one?
know
Which
what my answer for me is. I know who my favorite villain is.
all-time favorite villain? I think definitely General Zod.
Ooh, okay.
Definitely General Zod.
Doctor Doom.
Oh yeah, Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is
I
badass.
love Doom. I'm not even going to front. I think he's a good leader. If I was
Yeah,
from Latvia, I wouldn't even think he was a bad person. Raised our standard
I
of
agree.
living. Like the people from Latvia love Doom.
Yeah.
Nayana always
I
gets me
feel
for
like,
this.
yeah, I'm like, I
Like I
don't
know
really
I'm getting
know.
in trouble here.
I don't know the background, but I feel like there could be some holes here. But hey, this is your world, so I can't get into you on that one because I don't know.
Well,
It's
Doctor
all
Doom is
good.
for sure a villain. Like
Okay.
no question about it. No question about it.
Yeah,
But
and
he's a
like
good one.
and like the interesting thing about Doctor Doom is that he really cares for his country. That's another thing that
Loves
like
Latvia. That's what I'm saying. He's a good leader. He's just not good for anybody that's not Latvian.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Doom will leave you alone if you just let him rule his world. Like if you come bothering Doom, though, you will get the business. Like I remember when he stole the Odin Force and was killing Asgardians, and Thor and them came down there to fight Doom, and Doom had the armor. He was using the Odin Force to run the Destroyer armor and thrashing Thor for a hot second. But, ultimately Thor gets amped up and takes out the armor and manages to fend off Doom. But Doom is hard to beat. Doom has gone toe-to-toe with some of the most powerful entities in Marvel and come out on top. He is a scientist. He is a sorcerer. And he is a master of technology. So long live Doom.
Like I agree. Doom, I can't wait for his appearance in the MCU.
Oh
That's
my
gonna
God,
be so
man. I'm
exciting.
waiting on the Silver Surfer because that's like my favorite superheroes, or Adam Warlock and the Silver
Yeah.
Surfer. So I need it to happen. I'm waiting on it. Well, man, I don't know where the hour went, but I could nerd out with you guys forever. And that goes for you guys out there too on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, because we streamed all three. That was our first time. I don't know how that went, but thank you guys for tuning in. Brandon, thanks for coming out. We're gonna have to have you again. You're gonna have to end up being
anytime.
our special guest. It's getting dark even there on the West Coast, so it looks like it's time for us to have our nightcaps, kiss your loved ones, say goodnight. This was CNS Comics Tonight, and thank you to all of you out there.
See ya.
Have a good one.